After watching the film, it was a good win for us. Got to thinking, we scored a touchdown all three phases. It doesn't happen very often. You score offense, defense, and then your kicking game. Came out of it relatively healthy. Herschel's going to be fine. We got a tough road to hoe here now. We got 5 tough conference ball games. It's time for us to step up and play better. We feel like we've put ourselves in a position to do just that, but it's going to be a tough game this week at Central Arkansas. They got a very good football team coming off a big win over in Lake Charles. We're going to have to put in a great week of prep and a long bus ride and play in front of a large hostile crowd. It's going to take our best effort of the year. Well, that's just what it is. This is a time of year that you got to step up. I think I haven't seen the polls. I think with McNeese losing, it'll probably put Stephen F. Austin up. So I think our next 3 opponents at least will be ranked, and we're going to have to play our best ball. And I'm not just saying this to say it. I think everybody in our league's improved since last year. I think everybody's a better football team. A lot of teams with returning players. I know Southeast had 16 starters coming back. I think Central Ark had about that many, give or take. They got a lot of returning players off of a very good football team, and we're going to have a work cut out for us. I thought they had a good football team last year. They didn't play very well against us, but they turned the ball over a bunch and then kept us in the ball game, give us a chance to win it, and we did. They're holding on the ball. They're playing much better. Like I said, they have 16 starters back. They have a lot of talent back off of that team, and they're playing well. And they deserve to be 3-0, and they're doing a good job. Well, we'll see. I'm not ready to talk about next year yet, but anytime you have a lot of players returning, if you have talent returning, you like that. So I thought they would be improved, and they are, and they're playing well.
Okay, but worse.
Yeah, I mean, he just, long story short, he just got hit on his knee. It's not really hyperextended. The ligament damage in there. It's just a little sore. He'll probably do a little bit tomorrow, a little more Wednesday, a little more Thursday, and he'll be full 100% by Saturday. Yeah, he just got hit. We just, he really wanted to play some more, and under some different circumstances, we might have been able to do that, but it wasn't the thing to do. And fortunately, it was not a season-ending or type of injury. It's just something that bumps and bruises that happen with football, and I think he'll be fine. I think both freshmen have a chance to be special players. Both of them got a chance to play. Desmond didn't hold on to the ball, but he had a great run, and we got to get him more involved. Darrell Harris showed some things, showed some signs. I think both those young men have a chance to do some special things here. And with Herschel's only a redshirt sophomore, he'll be around for 2 more seasons. So we have, Paul DeGarrett's playing well. So right now we're in good shape at running back. I thought it was a good game for him. He didn't hit everything he wanted to hit early. It almost looked like to me he didn't hit a couple of easy throws, and then what I considered some tough throws, the corner routes. He threw great footballs and just got better as the game went on, and he'll do that. That was only his second game to start, and I told him at halftime I thought we were going to win the game, but relax and take the second half as an opportunity to prepare for Central Ark, and I think that's kind of how he approached it, and he's just going to get better with reps, and we have to understand that he's been a long time removed from starting football games, and we're going to have to do a good job of doing things around him. I thought they protected him well. Running the ball always takes a lot of pressure off your quarterback, and he'll just get better, and he'll be better this week than he was this past week. He's going to have to be. Well, I think so. Different people have different opinions of Saturday, but we haven't been able to do that against anyone in the past. I thought we blocked the perimeter very well. They kind of dared us to take the ball outside. We did, and we're going up. We'd ran for over 100 yards a week before against Northwest, and then we'd have ran for even more if we wasn't behind the fourth quarter. And you're behind, you have to throw it more. We're beginning to run the football more and more, and we're going to have to do that. We can't be one-dimensional in these ball games because we're going to play very good defensive football teams, and we're going to have to have both things going for us. We're going to have to be able to run and throw the football.
Saturday.
Yeah, got to watch them on television when they played Sam Houston. You get to see a couple of things on the TV that you don't get to see on the film, the environment at their home game and what their stadium and crowd's like. I remember at the time we were getting ready to play Southeast, but I got to watch most of the second half, and I was just impressed with both teams. And I was very impressed with the way they play up front. They're very physical on both sides of the football. They got a very special player, number 2, the Grandy kid, as a receiver and a return man. We're going to have to count where he is on the field all the time. Just a good, solid football team, and they play hard. They've won 2 games, big games in the fourth quarter by playing 60 minutes, and Coach Conker's done a very good job with that team, and this is going to be a tough game for us. We're going to have to be ready to play. Well, I wouldn't say funky. You can say funky. It's very unique. It's when you turn the film on, you know whose film you're looking at, and I think that's kind of a little bit of what they were going for, but kind of a different field, and I'm looking forward to getting on it and seeing what it looks like in person. I'm more worried about the players they're going to put out on the field than the field itself. They got a very good football team. No, I mean, the turf is great turf, so I don't think the color of the turf would make the difference in the ball. I think they're better in areas. They got a lot of players back up front on both sides of the ball. Now, they had a 3-year starter in their quarterback, Nathan Dick, but the guy they got now is doing a good job running the zone read and running around doing things with his feet, and they got their running game going. I think up front on both sides, they're better than they were last year. Oh, well, it's kind of y'all's reaction. We agreed on all that this summer, and it just took a little while to finalize it, get everything signed properly. But that's been done in my mind since July. It's just taking a little while to make it public. Well, that was part of it, that we had to put the amendment in there for the salaries for the assistant coaches. But mine was just every year I either get rolled over or I don't. This was a rollover, and so you have to redo the contract. A little bit of both. I mean, it's rolled over. It's rolled over, but it's not the old contract rolled over. There's some new wording in there, and like you said, there's some things in there weren't in the one last year. So it's a little bit of both. It's satisfied and relieved a little bit. Just want to get that. Really wanted to get it behind this summer so we could move on. Kind of would, in perfect world, would have wanted to announce it before the season. So, but you have to have everything finalized and taken through the proper channels, and the timing on it, is what it is. It does comes well before recruiting season, and puts everybody's mind at ease of what's going on around here. I'm not looking to go anywhere, and I'm going to be here a while, and that's going to excite some people and probably not some others, but that's the way it's going to be. And we're building. We're going to continue to work and build the best program we can. No, it's just always good. If a recruit's worried, most recruits are going to ask, "Are you going to be here? What's your plans?" And that kind of puts that to rest. What you do? This is a strange year. Southeast is off to a great start. They're 3-0, but other than that, Central Ark beats Sam right off the bat, and Stephen F. beats Central Ark, and then Sam beats Stephen F., and then Central Ark beats McNeese, and everyone else has got at least one loss already. And so it's going to be one of those years. Obviously, right now everyone's shooting Southeast, but a lot of those teams I just mentioned still have to play Southeast. So there's a lot of teams still have their own destiny in their own hands, and we're kind of one of them. We can still get back in this thing because of what we have left on our schedule. We'd have to win a lot of tough games against very, very good football teams, but it's in front of us. It's there for us. It should make preparing easy. It's very easy to turn on the film and look at Central Arkansas and see how good they are. They'll grab our team's attention. They'll realize what we have to do to win, how well we're going to have to play. It should be a very easy week of preparation as far as that goes. I thought the 2 FBS games prepared us to play good football teams. We didn't play well. We got into conference play. We did a lot of good things against Southeast, couldn't finish the deal. Almost the same thing over at Northwest. I did see improvement in both of those games. I did see some things we still have to improve on. We're not playing completely mistake-free. We're still making some mistakes at some critical times, but I see us competing. We're getting more physical up front on both sides of the football. Defensively, we're doing a lot of good things. I see improvement in some areas. This is, like I said, and I'll keep saying this, regardless of what happens the rest of the year, this is the best team we've had as far as working together and working hard and showing up on time every day and doing those things. And for those reasons, I'd like to see it pay off more on the scoreboard. That's the frustrating part of it is I think we're very close. We're very close, but we have to play better, and I have to do a better job We have to do a better job as a team to push this thing over the top. Well, again, I've told the story before. The McNeese game last year when he got to play Hoodie for the first time, but for any length of time, and end up finishing the game on a broke leg. He got my admiration, respect, and the respect of the team coming back, and they rally around him. They got a lot of respect for Caleb. They like playing hard for him. He'll just get better with the reps. He's practiced hard. He's prepared well mentally, but you really have to play the game to get better, and he hadn't got to do a lot of that. And so he's catching up. He's doing a good job. He's learning. He's harder on himself than any of us are, and he'll get better every day. Oh, yeah.
Wasn't coming out.
Yeah, he actually threw an interception and couldn't get over to make the tackle because he was limping, and there was very little time left on the clock. And I'd already talked upstairs. I said, when we get the ball back, let's just run it and go in. And Rush Wood, who was our SID at the time, grabbed me by the arm, kind of surprised me because the game went over, and said that J.J. Hayes had tied the school record for receptions. So I go over to Caleb, and they're actually trying to tape his leg up on the bench, and you could tell he was in some pain. And I said, Caleb, J.J.'s tied the record. You think you could throw a hitch out there and get him a short completion to break the record? He said, well, Coach, I can do anything. And I said, well, if you could do anything, you could have got your rear end over there and tackled that guy you threw the ball to. So I kind of didn't want, that's not the answer I was looking for at the time, but he went out there on a broke leg and threw the ball to J.J., and really earned not my only mine, but everyone else's respect for doing that. And what a great story he'll have for his kids and grandkids to tell when he played and completed a pass on a broke leg.